Money. It's something we all think about, worry about, and strive to earn more of. But have you ever stopped to consider why you think about money the way you do? Why do some people seem to effortlessly grow their wealth, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? The answer lies not just in financial literacy, but in understanding the psychology of money. Welcome to Part 2 video of How Money Control You series, the fascinating world of money psychology. In the next minutes, we're going to explore how your mind shapes your financial reality, why you might be sabotaging your own wealth without even realizing it, and how you can rewire your brain to think and act like a financial success story. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets of money psychology, let's get started. Now let's break down this process step by step and uncover the hidden forces that might be holding you back financially. And more importantly, we'll talk about how to change. Secret 1. The power of defaults. Ever wonder why you always end up with the same insurance plan, investment portfolio, or even the same old apps on your phone? It's not just habit, it's something much deeper. What if I told you that your financial future could be heavily influenced by one simple thing: the default settings? Let's dive into the hidden power of defaults and how they're shaping your financial decisions more than you realize. Defaults are the preset options that are automatically selected unless you actively choose something different. These can be found everywhere, from your retirement plan options to your phone settings. Defaults are powerful because they make decisions easier, but they can also lead to choices that aren't necessarily in your best interest. Defaults work because of something called status quo bias, our natural preference to stick with what's already in place rather than making a change. This is often because defaults are seen as the recommended or safe option, so we trust them without much thought. However, this convenience can sometimes lead to complacency, causing you to miss out on better opportunities. Defaults can have a profound impact on your financial life, often in ways you might not even realize. In areas like retirement savings, insurance plans, and even subscription services, the default options can either set you up for success or hold you back from reaching your financial potential. Think about auto-renewing subscriptions. Many services offer a default auto-renew option. While convenient, this can lead to you paying for services you no longer use simply because you didn't opt out. That $10 monthly fee for an unused app might seem small, but over a year, it adds up to $120 wasted, and that's just one subscription. To harness the power of defaults, the first step is awareness. Review the default options in your financial accounts, subscriptions, and services. Ask yourself, does this align with my goals, or am I just accepting what's easy? By proactively choosing settings that match your objectives, you can turn defaults from a passive influence into an active tool for success. Regularly audit your financial accounts and services. Whether it's your retirement contributions, investment portfolios, or even your phone plan, make sure the default settings reflect your current needs and goals. If they don't be afraid to make changes. A small tweak today can lead to significant benefits down the road. The power of defaults is a subtle yet powerful force that can shape your financial decisions without you even realizing it. But now that you're aware of it, you can start making choices that serve your goals rather than just going with the flow. Remember, the easiest option isn't always the best option. Take control and set your defaults to work for you. Secret 2. The endowment effect. Have you ever found it hard to part with something you own, even if it's not particularly valuable? Maybe it's an old jacket, a piece of tech, or even a mediocre investment. What if I told you that this emotional attachment is costing you money? It's called the endowment effect, and it could be silently draining your wealth. The endowment effect is a cognitive bias where people assign more value to something simply because they own it. This often leads to irrational decision-making, where you hold on to assets or possessions longer than you should, just because they belong to you. The endowment effect occurs because ownership creates a sense of attachment and pride. When we own something, we don't just see it as an object. We see it as part of our identity. This emotional connection makes us believe that our belongings are more valuable than they actually are, leading to suboptimal financial decisions. The endowment effect can have a significant impact on various aspects of your financial life, from investments to everyday possessions. Whether it's refusing to sell underperforming stocks, holding on to outdated technology, or even clinging to unused items around the house, this bias can prevent you from making decisions that would benefit you financially. Consider an investor who holds onto a stock that's been underperforming for years. Even though it would make sense to sell and reinvest the money elsewhere, the investor keeps the stock, believing that because they've owned it for so long, it must eventually rebound. Meanwhile, they miss out on opportunities to invest in better-performing assets, all because of the endowment effect. The first step to overcoming the endowment effect is awareness. Recognize when your attachment to something is clouding your judgment. Ask yourself, would I still value this item or asset the same if I didn't own it? This perspective shift can help you make more rational decisions. Additionally, regularly reassess your possessions and investments to ensure they still align with your financial goals. When considering whether to sell an item or asset, try to view it as if you were a buyer rather than the owner. This mental exercise can help you see the true market value and make more objective decisions. Remember, just because something belongs to you doesn't automatically make it more valuable. The endowment effect is a powerful bias that can lead you to overvalue your possessions and hold on to them longer than you should. But by recognizing this tendency, you can start making decisions based on logic rather than emotion, ultimately improving your financial outcomes. Secret 3. Social proof. Ever wonder why you feel the urge to buy that hot new stock everyone's talking about? Or why you hesitate to make a move until you see what others are doing first? It's not just you. It's a powerful psychological force called social proof. And believe it or not, it could be leading you into financial decisions that aren't always in your best interest. Social proof is the tendency to follow the actions or decisions of others, especially in situations where we're uncertain about what to do. It's a mental shortcut our brains use to help us make decisions quickly, based on the assumption that if many people are doing something, it must be the right choice. Social proof is rooted in our desire to fit in and avoid making mistakes. When we see others doing something, especially people we admire or consider experts, we assume they know something we don't. This is especially true in financial markets, where uncertainty is high and the cost of making a wrong decision can be significant. Social proof can lead to both positive and negative outcomes in your financial life. On the positive side, it can guide you toward good decisions, like investing in index funds that many others trust. However, it can also lead to herd behavior, where you follow the crowd into speculative bubbles or risky investments without fully understanding the risks. Think back to the cryptocurrency boom of 2017. As Bitcoin's price soared, thousands of new investors jumped in, not because they understood the technology or believed in its long-term value, but because they saw everyone else doing it. Many of these investors suffered significant losses when the bubble burst, a classic example of how social proof can lead to herd behavior and poor financial outcomes. The key to using social proof wisely is to be aware of its influence and to critically evaluate the actions of others before following suit. Don't just assume that because many people are doing something, it's the right choice for you. Consider your own financial goals, risk tolerance, and the actual merits of the decision at hand. When you're tempted to follow the crowd, pause and do your own research. Ask yourself why others are making that decision and whether those reasons align with your financial strategy. Just because something is popular doesn't mean it's the best option for you. Remember, your financial success is built on choices that reflect your goals, not someone else's. Social proof is a powerful force that can shape your financial decisions, sometimes without you even realizing it. But now that you're aware of it, you can start making choices that are truly in line with your own financial goals, rather than just following the crowd. Secret 4. Financial FOMO, fear of missing out. Ever feel that sinking feeling when you hear about a friend who just made a killing on the stock market, or see everyone else getting in on the latest investment trend? That creeping anxiety that you're being left behind financially? That's financial FOMO, and it could be pushing you into risky decisions that derail your financial future. Financial FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is the emotional response triggered by the belief that others are experiencing rewarding financial opportunities while you're being left behind. It often leads to impulsive decisions driven more by emotion than by careful consideration of risks and rewards. Financial. FOMO taps into our deeply rooted need to belong and succeed. When we see others benefiting from an opportunity, we instinctively want to join in to avoid feeling left out. This can lead to rushed decisions without proper due diligence, often resulting in financial setbacks. Financial FOMO can lead to several detrimental behaviors, such as chasing trends, overextending yourself financially, or abandoning a well-thought-out strategy for the lure of quick gains. This can result in significant financial losses, increased stress, and a volatile portfolio that's more a product of emotional reactions than sound financial planning. Consider the housing market boom in the mid-2000s. Many people jumped into the real estate market, fearing they'd miss out on skyrocketing property values. They took out large, risky mortgages to buy homes at inflated prices. When the market crashed in 2008, many were left with homes worth far less than they paid, leading to foreclosures and financial ruin. That's financial FOMO on a massive scale. The key to managing financial FOMO is developing a strong, personalized financial plan and sticking to it. This plan should be based on your financial goals, risk tolerance, and timeline, not on what others are doing. When you feel FOMO creeping in, take a step back, do your research, and remind yourself that not every opportunity is right for you. Create a cooling-off period for any new investment or financial decision you're considering because of FOMO. Give yourself 48 hours to research and reflect before committing any money. This pause can help you make more rational, informed decisions that align with your financial goals rather than succumbing to impulse. Financial FOMO can be a powerful anxiety-driven force that pushes you toward hasty and potentially harmful financial decisions. But by recognizing it and sticking to a well-thought-out financial plan, you can make choices that serve your long-term goals rather than chasing after every new trend. Now that you have a deeper understanding of how money psychology impacts your financial life, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Start by reflecting on your own financial identity and the biases that may be influencing your decisions. Use the strategies we discussed to make more informed choices and work toward your financial goals with greater confidence. Did you find these insights helpful? Are there any other money psychology topics you'd like us to cover? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more tips, insights, and strategies to enhance your financial journey, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Join our community as we continue to explore the fascinating world of money psychology and empower you to make smarter financial decisions.